Here's why every business needs a brand strategy. The thing is, a brand is a promise, pledge, commitment. It's what you stand for and stand against. So the idea is this. People say, there's a lot of people who argue and say, well, you don't really need a brand to sell something. You're right. You don't. But the difference between you as a small business standing out from everybody else is a brand. Remember this, your goal is a brand. Your overall purpose of a brand is to become the only emotional solution. And the only way you can do that is with a strategy that touches your core audience, whoever that may be. And sometimes it's not a case of you deciding who your core audience is right now, but testing out who it could be. I mean, Amazon thought their core audience was book buyers. Turns out it was a lot more other people. YouTube, before Google bought them, thought the same thing. They thought they were going to be the next Twitch, the gaming platform. They thought they were going to be actually the first Twitch. It turns out people just wanted to upload pictures of their family, cats and deers. So they said, okay, we had to pivot. Your brand will pivot. But understand, you got to have a strategy to get someone, because when you know who you're talking to and who you want, then you can speak to their deepest understanding and meanings. That way you can get them emotionally, because 99% of people buy based on emotion. Emotion. If you can do emotion, you will win. If you can speak about it from emotion, what their problems are and how your service or product solves it, that's the major difference. That's how you get down into being unique, because your goal is to be unique. Your goal is to eliminate 100% of your competition, and you don't do that if you don't stand out. If you don't stand out, you're competing. Competing is defeating. Contrasting is lasting. And that's what the difference is. So you come with this strategy, and your strategy should be, how can I emotionally connect more with my audience? Whether it be online, through my messaging, through social media, whether it be through the sales page that, they reach to buy from you, whether it be interactions, if you're on, a webinar, or if you're on a one-on-one, whatever it is, you got to find a way to touch and connect with them, because if you don't, you lose. You fall into the everyone business. There are people suffering from STDs, sales transmitted diseases, where you look around and see everybody selling something, but the reality is, it's not so much that they're selling something, it's the fact that they're not standing out. The comparison I usually give is, imagine you're in that bar and you see the guy who's always making the same pickup lines to every single woman. And they say, well, I've heard that before, according to one woman who listens to his pickup line, and he says, but baby, I'm different. No, you're not. I mean, the reality is, you gotta be different. Now, you may not know that in the beginning. And the good news is this: work on it. You work on it. The more you sell, the more you will be able, and the more you have your business, the more you will be able to understand that there's a differentiator strategy you gotta have. Look at everybody else and what you're doing differently. When I talk about branding, I'm different from logos, websites, and pretty colors. How many of you have paid for those brand deals to get all pretty new website and colors, and you don't make jack crap? That's what it is. You have to strengthen who you're talking to and what you're saying to them. Think about it. Write down 3 things that your audience needs, that they want. And what 3 things can you say to them that makes a difference? That's the major difference. That's the difference between those who are standing out and those who are just standing among.